3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everyone. This is episode number 119.
Yeah, 119.
Wow, of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
I'm the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
Yeah, I am the Unbreakable Spirit, Matthew Smith. Let's run through the topics.
Topic number 1.
Vince McMahon retains some influence in WWE after his resignation.
Number 2.
The We Want Cody movement.
Our thoughts. Number 3.
The results of NXT Vengeance Day 2024. But for now, take it away.
Well, apparently Vince McMahon he's able to have some authority of power somehow, even though he was forced to resign, and the only allegations are only gonna get worse, from what I understand.
Yeah, apparently Vince was able to retain power due to the stocks he holds in WWE.
Yeah,
And like TKO and whatnot. Apparently it's something like 10%.
that isn't really a whole lot. To be honest, but I mean, it honestly to me is amazing that Vince can be under so much scrutiny. But yet again, this isn't the first time that Vince McMahon has been under scrutiny. Anyone forget the whole steroid scandal?
Yeah, or the hush money scandal.
This isn't new to Vince. This is nothing new.
Unfortunately, it's nothing new to Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
No. What are your thoughts on this Vince McMahon situation?
I'm surprised that TKO didn't try to seize the stocks that Vince has. And like, there's all this stuff with Vince is affecting a certain beast incarnate and his potential appearances in the company.
And it's also kind of, and also this also will hurt Lesnar's legacy because, now at the same time they might try to erase Lesnar's history.
There's one part of Lesnar's history that we know will never be erased, and it's something Lesnar didn't want to do. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, the 21, I forget what
the
number.
The 1 in 21 and 1.
Or, I mean, yeah, but then it's kind of funny when you think about it, is that he lost that one WrestleMania, but then every WrestleMania after that he won.
Except when he fought Roman Reigns.
Right. He only lost twice. He lost twice. That's it. And then every other time after that, he won.
Yeah. To think the first loss of The Undertaker at WrestleMania happened 10 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, but we are off topic. Back to crazy Vince McMahon.
Yeah, my honest take on this Vince McMahon situation is Yeah, I will admit it is a big. You got the timer going, right?
Yes, I do. We have 250.
That's okay. Uh, to me, I I'm not really that surprised that Vince was able to gain some sort of power. I mean, this is Mr. McMahon after all.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't have enough power to stonewall his way back into control.
True. Yeah. Mm. I mean, my honest take is like, um, whatever happens with like this Vince McMahon situation, with him be able to take all the creative stuff and or be able to stonewall his back with it. I'm honestly glad about that, but it's just I'm curious to see what else is gonna unfold with Vince and the percentage of power he still has left, and how long that's gonna last.
Yeah, that is a good point.
What are your thoughts? You got any thoughts to add on to that?
Just the I feel like I'm being a broken record here or something. Just the fact that Vince has any power in the company that he sold is baffling to me.
Yeah,
And maybe by stocks, we're not experts in the stock market, but whatever power he has, we know he can't hinder the product in any way.
yeah,
And he's not even on like the board anymore or anything. So the only power he has is as an investor in the company.
which is which is crazy that he went from having the most of having full creative control of everything to barely any power in his own company.
Yeah, and what was the first thing he did when he stonewalled his way back into the company after the hush money scandal?
Try
Rehire someone who I personally think is a dangerous worker. Literally, his first act when that happened was to rehire Nia Jax.
But I will admit, Nia Jax has looked pretty dominant since coming back.
Yeah, but she still refuses to do something that could help save her life. So, you know what? That's not the point. Let's move on to our final thoughts.
Final thoughts is, all right. Last night is I'm surprised that Vince has creative power, and I'm curious to see where they should go from here.
My final thoughts are TKO, you need to do something.
Yeah,
This man is not good for your company.
no,
We'll be back with topic 2. And we are back with topic number 2, the We Want Cody movement currently going on because fans are not happy that The Rock is facing Roman at WrestleMania and not Cody.
yeah, because I heard, and I'm quoting The Rock here, because The Rock appeared on Pat McAfee's show today, and he's like, and he said, he's all respect in the world for Cody and his fans, except for the what he's calling, and I'm quoting him here, the Cody crybabies.
That's pretty heelish of Rock.
Yeah, he's like, oh, we want Cody to. I am literally quoting him. He's like, oh, we want Cody to finish his service. Oh, I'm going to go get some chicks. Oh, no. Hey, Dad, you want to go to the ball? He's like, yeah, he was basically being full heel Rock.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm a Cody crybaby, but like, what was the point of having Cody win the Rumble if he was just gonna give his match to The Rock?
That I don't know. I mean, look, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be.
and I get like it was before CM Punk was injured and all that, but still, you told me recently that, and this has to do with something you've mentioned on the podcast. One of the conditions of The Rock joining the TKO board was he had to have a match with Roman at WrestleMania.
I mean, yeah. Look, my honest say, I mean, like, look, I took like my honest thought on this entire Cody Rhodes moment is, don't get me wrong, like this is just something like I honestly don't get. You guys are gonna tell me that you guys are gonna bitch and complain when we wanted the Roman Reigns and Cody's match, the Roman Reigns and Rock match for years, but when they give it to you, you don't want it.
Dude, these are wrestling fans. We can never be happy.
I mean, this is giving me major deja vu.
Are you talking like the Yes movement?
Yes, this is giving me very yes movement vibes, except like the fact that like dude, this entire shit has gotten so bad, like, and I've said this, that people are literally to the Rock's daughter, who's currently the GM of NXT.
Yeah. To the point where you also told me this, Ava had to delete her Twitter.
Yeah, that's like, bro.
Ava, you don't know how to private on Twitter? Really?
I mean, look, my honest thought on this entire Vince, on the entire Roman Reigns and we really shouldn't be that surprised. I mean, The Rock showed up at day one earlier last month and said that he was going after, that he was going to go after Roman. He said it on day one.
Yeah, but still, like, people, like, this is, back then, we were excited to hear Rock was going after Roman. But this past Raw, or whenever it was,
SmackDown.
SmackDown, people were literally booing Dwayne. And there was a chance, I'm pretty sure it was on Raw actually, that hadn't been heard on WWE television since 1996.
Yeah. But, and I also will admit, is that if you think about it, this shit has turned Cody into even a bigger baby face.
Yeah, like that's good and everything, but I thought the point of the story was to win the WWE Undisputed Universal title at WrestleMania. Now it seems like he's not gonna do that at WrestleMania because he wants to take everything from Roman. Does that mean Cody wants to be the tribal chief? That doesn't make any sense.
WWE logic. WWE logic doesn't make any sense. But yeah, like, yeah.
And this just in. The Rock has actually addressed the death threats to his daughter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, let me see what he said.
Yo,
Because
you rolled.
according to Ringside News, and this was from the Pat McAfee show, Dwayne said this. She's feeling it too. Brackets, fan backlash. Oh yeah, Cody's got to finish the story. By the way, she's also got death threats. It's crazy. Come on, guys. We're all in this thing And by the way, what happens in the middle of the ring and on those storylines, don't forget that again. Inside baseball, outside the ring, we all talk, we can figure things out and work while working together. I feel like at some point we're gonna have to return to this because as I was reading that quote, the timer went off, which means it's time for final thoughts. I'll go first this time around.
Okay.
Well, yes, I do want this match to happen. I still feel like Cody could go after the title on night 2. Have Rock fight Roman on night 1 in a non-title match. Have Cody finish the story on night 2, or vice versa. Why else would you have WrestleMania on over 2 nights?
My honest thoughts is, look, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, no matter how much we bitch, no matter how much we moan, at the end of the day, we can't control shit. We just gotta shut up and deal with whatever the WWE gives us. Like, look, I get that, we want Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes too, but it's just, in my honest opinion, there's a lot more of a story, and it's just like, hey, if you want Roman to get the title, yeah, sure, I would like Cody to be the one to dethrone Roman, but it's just, you gotta have somebody. I don't know, it's just, whoever's the guy to dethrone Roman needs to, in my honest opinion, needs to show that they can take, the spotlight and take, the big momentum that Roman Reigns has carried, because at the end of the day, we can't control shit.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're saying is we have to know our role and shut our mouth.
Basically.
Alright, we'll be back with the results of Vengeance Day.
Hello, everybody. We are back with the third and final topic. It is NXT Vengeance Day prediction battle results.
Yes, and we forgot to mention this, or at least the whoever loses this has to watch a bad Valentine's Day movie. I couldn't find any online that were available on Max or Netflix or whatever.
The first match that we are going to predict.
What?
Hang on.
Do you need me to send you the note again?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, the first match is a match that honestly should have been better than it should have been a Denver kind of stipulation, but was Dijak versus Joe Gacy. Yeah. Thoughts on that match?
Could have been better.
Yeah. I thought with him, I thought with To be honest, I thought with Dijak throwing him off of off of something higher, that I thought this shit would have been like, oh, I don't know, a last man standing or some shit like that, or a false count anywhere.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be honest, but I thought the match was pretty brutal. Not as brutal as I thought it would be. But in the end, Dijak won,
Yeah, he did.
which gave you a fall. The match that opened, that match that actually opened the
Yeah, and
show.
was the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. Was Mello and Trick, which I will talk about, which we'll be talking about later.
Yeah.
Versus Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, the Wolf Dogs.
Is that their official tag team name?
No, I don't think they have one.
Yeah, they could always go with the Wolf Pack.
Yeah,
But then they might get in trouble because of NWO Wolf Pack.
yeah. And so the match was a really solid match. Surprisingly, and I will admit, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin to actually win that match.
Yeah. It was a fairly decent match from what I remember.
Yeah. Which gave me a fall.
Oh, yeah?
We had
The third match was the 6-man tag.
Yeah, no, was it wasn't a 6-man. It was that multi mixed tag match.
6-person mixed tag.
The family versus OTM. I don't remember. That match was all right.
Yeah. Out of the Mud, I will admit, is a weird name for a faction.
Yeah.
So.
It's weird. I will also. It's kind of. I will say. He went from doing.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So, yeah.
Which gave you a fall.
Yeah, which gave me the lead for now.
Yes. And then we had versus
Obafemi.
That match was decent. What did you think of that match?
It was good. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Dragon Lee, but since he got called up, I don't think he should be holding developmental goals.
I admit Dominic Mysterio didn't.
Yeah, but Dominic's the chicken shit heel.
Yeah. Which game?
And yeah, you guys might be noticing pattern after I say this, but Daniel got this point.
Yeah.
You see the pattern?
Yeah. But yeah, there we got the NXT women's title match, which later turned into a triple threat.
Yeah, and we agreed mid-match with that if Lola did win, neither of us would get a point.
Yeah, which I will admit, cashing in during the match, bad choice.
Seth Rollins, WrestleMania 31, would like to have a word with you.
Yeah. Anyway, the champ retained, which gave Matthew a fall. And then, in my opinion, the match of the night, the main event, Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov. That match was a classic.
Yeah, that match slapped for sure.
Very hard. I thought Trick Williams but nope. He lost. Like the ending of that match was crazy. Trick went for the running knee into a running Moscow. Like
Yeah.
that was like, and then now we got, and then after the match, Matthew. No, I won that.
Yeah. Which
But
means we ended in a tie, for the record.
Yeah, but then after the match, Carmelo Hayes turned heel.
Which I actually saw coming.
Yeah.
As I was watching the event, I saw it based on the camera angle.
Yeah. And I will say, I think Carmelo is going to be a great heel.
He was a heel before, so he's just going to be a heel again. But people, we ended in a tie, and Travis, even though you're the host, I already have the dreaded coin flip app up.
Oh, God.
Which do you want to pick?
Oh, all right. I pick heads.
All right. It landed on tails. Thank freaking God. I think we're now at a 50-50. So, I won the coin toss.
No.
And
yeah.
And now, my punishment isn't really like a punishment because what I picked for you is a classic Alfred Hitchcock movie.
That's not really a horror. Remember, it has to be a romantic movie.
Do you realize how little services that you have that I could find one of those on? You only have to rent this, and it's not necessarily, it's not necessarily a romantic movie. Neither is Vengeance Day. Vengeance is not a romantic emotion.
All right, yeah. Psycho,
so
all right.
Enjoy watching Psycho.
Roll that out, Drew.
Yeah, roll that out, Drew. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner,
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis21, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.